Good morning. I looked through your papers yesterday and it looked like we were having some trouble. So I'm going to walk you through a bunch of the sentences. You should have this worksheet on your desk right now. 1 through 3 was already done for you. You tried to do 4 through 22. So we're going to do the next 12 together. I'm going to walk you through them. So what I need you to do is to get out a pen or pencil. If it's a different color, that might be a good idea just to see, where you can, where you make the changes, but it doesn't really need to be. And then the rest of that page, we're going to paste it a little differently. And then finally, the back of the worksheet, you're going to do by yourself. Okay, so let's look at number 4. It says the judges named Steve Rookie of the Year in soccer. What's step 1? Finding the prepositional phrase. So here's your prepositional phrase, in soccer. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. And what's our verb? Named. Who named? What's our subject? Judges. So the judges named. So then you need to ask yourself this question. The judges named whom? And so the answer to that question, the judges named whom, who's receiving the naming, and the answer to that is Steve. So Steve is our DO. So the judges named Steve, and the judges named Steve what? They named Steve Rookie of the Year. So that becomes our objective complement because Rookie of the Year is renaming Steve. Okay, so make sure you have all that written down. Okay, so let's look at number 5. It says the Xhosa language of South Africa contains 3 different click sounds. So what is our prepositional phrase here? Of South Africa. Okay, so ignore that. So now we need to find our verb. What's our verb? Contains. Okay, contains is the verb. Now what contains? What's doing the containing? Answer is language. So language is our subject. So then the language contains what? Does it contain 3 different click sounds? The answer is technically sounds. 3 different and click are all describing what kind of sounds they are. Those are all adjectives. Okay, so language contains sounds. Okay, we have a longer sentence here. Villagers of New Guinea and West Africa grow yams as staple food. All right, what can we get rid of? What are our prepositional phrases? Of New Guinea and West Africa. That's one prepositional phrase. And another one is as a staple food. Okay, what's our verb? What's the action? Grow. Okay, grows the action. Who's growing? Villagers. Villagers is the subject. So the villagers grow what? They grow yams. Yams is the direct object. All right. Number 7. Mr. Ortega gave us a surprise quiz in trigonometry yesterday. Prepositional phrase in trigonometry. Just so you know, yesterday is an adverb. It just tells us when. So we're just going to forget the word yesterday for now. Okay. What is our verb? What's our action? It's gave. Okay. So who gave? Mr. Ortega. Okay. Now what did Mr. Ortega give? Did he give us or did he give a quiz? He gave a quiz. Quiz is your direct object. But he gave the quiz to whom? To us. Us is our indirect object. Because remember, indirect objects always come in front of your direct object and they answer to whom or for what. In this case, it's to whom. Okay, here's number 8. For 4 consecutive years, our class has elected Sandra its president. Any prep phrases? Yes, for 4 consecutive years. Okay, what's our verb? Has elected. Okay, so who did the electing? The class. So class has elected who or what? Sorry, whom or what? Okay, this is tricky. Did they elect Sandra or did they elect its president? Okay, so they elected Sandra. Sandra's your DO. So president can answer what. So they elected Sandra what? It's president. President is your OC and it's renaming Sandra. Okay? All right, number 9. The museum curators hung their new masterpiece in the main hall. So, any prepositional phrases? In the main hall. Okay, what's our verb? Hung, right? Hung is our action verb. And who is hanging? What's the subject? The curators. The curators hung. What did they hang? They hung the masterpiece. Masterpiece is called the direct object. Masterpiece is receiving the action of hanging. Okay, number 10. The basketball coach taught her players some new ball handling techniques. Where are our prepositional phrases? Aha, there are none. But here's our verb, taught. Okay, so who did the teaching? Who taught? The coach. So the coach taught whom or what? Now, this is a little tricky because you could say the coach taught her players, but it really makes more sense to say the coach taught that ball handling techniques to her players. So she taught the techniques to whom? To her players. So players is your indirect object, while techniques is your direct object. Number 11. At the awards banquet, the coach gave John special recognition. Prepositional phrases. At the awards banquet. And that's it. So the coach gave John special recognition. What's the verb? Gave. Okay, who gave? The coach. The coach gave what or whom? Is he giving John or is he giving recognition? He's giving recognition. And he's giving recognition to whom? To John. Okay. So number 12. Okay, look at your number 12 again. Let me see what kind of time I am on here.